Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always been just been a phone call away.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
Plenty of sunshine across the Tennessee Valley on this Thursday afternoon, although there are some clouds out there. Here's a live look at the Arctic Air Skycam network, and you see our puffy fair weather cumulus clouds. Clouds thickening a little bit in the Savannah shot in the upper levels as well. Some deeper moisture gradually working back into the area, even though radar has been locally quiet today. But that will be setting us up for increasing rain chances as we head through the next few days. Here's Viper Live Doppler radar along with current temperatures, and we're mainly into the low to mid 90s across the area as of 5 o'clock here. And many of us have reached the low to mid 90s for daytime highs today. We have had a couple sprinkles and isolated showers off to the southeast of our viewing area in the parts of northeast Alabama. This is all moving gradually northward, so there could still be a couple of isolated showers or thunderstorms during the overnight hours, even though we've been quiet so far today. You can see that deeper moisture moving northward across the southern half of Alabama and Mississippi. This is that deep tropical moisture plume in association with the Gulf disturbance we've been watching. That's never been able to develop into a tropical depression, and now it's moving into Louisiana today, so we're not expecting official tropical development from it, but it's going to send a moisture plume northward to interact with this front that's going to be just stalled to the north of us. That squeeze play between those two will increase the chances of scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head through Friday and into our weekend ahead. Starting tonight, partly cloudy to mostly clear, but I can't rule out a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms. I don't think they're going to be as rambunctious as those renegade thunderstorms we had overnight in parts of southern Tennessee and North Alabama, but those were not handled well at all by any of the computer models. None of the models had any true signs of that happening, and they developed on that outflow boundary from the south. And we do have some showers and thunderstorms south of us, so we'll watch the radar overnight. I'm not expecting anything to be severe, but there could be a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms, and they may not have a whole lot of movement. So if you get one, there could be some locally heavy rainfall, maybe some isolated street flooding in addition to lightning and thunder. However, I'm just not expecting a lot of rain coverage overnight. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy as we start our Friday morning into the mid-70s, and then we get the daytime heating. We're into the upper 80s, lower 90s, and scattered showers and thunderstorms become more numerous and probably more numerous than what you see the Futurecast models show at face value. I do think there's about a 50% chance of any one location getting rain tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. That chance of at least isolated showers and thunderstorms continues for the overnight tomorrow night. Rain chances tick up even further on Saturday into the 60 to 70% chance range. Showers and thunderstorms likely. It won't be an all-day washout, but there's a good chance any one location will get rain at some point. And when you do, some of that rainfall could be locally heavy, maybe some localized street flooding in addition to some 30, 40 mile per hour winds. You know the deal with summer storms. A decent chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms continues into Sunday. And we bumped up the rain chances just a touch on Monday back into the scattered range, but they will be easing off with time as we head into next week. I think it's much more isolated by Tuesday, and then we barely have rain chances on the board for the middle and latter part of next week. We get into a hotter weather pattern next week. I know we've had warm temperatures so far this week, but we look to be a little warmer going into especially the middle and latter part of next week. We'll have an upper level heat ridge centered right over the southeastern United States that provides sinking motion, subsidence in the atmosphere that often shuts off thunderstorm chances. Rain chances are not going to be completely zero next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and such, but they will be much lower. They'll be getting down into that 10 to 20% range. You'll have a lot more in the way of sunshine. That sinking motion also compresses the air. That means warming conditions. Daytime highs for a large part of next week into the mid to upper 90s. Heat index values in the 105 to 110 range. And I can't rule out a few readings that are a little bit higher than that in the afternoons, especially next Wednesday, I think is the warmest day of the week. And with the main storm track well to the north from the Central Plains across the Great Lakes into the Northeast. That's where your main storm track is going to be. That's where thunderstorm complexes will stay. Only very isolated, spotty thunderstorm chances here from Tuesday onward through next week after we get through with about the 40-50% chance type rain coverage on Monday. Things dwindle down much more for the middle and latter part of next week. Now, with this easterly flow here going into next week, that does keep moisture around near the Gulf Coast off to the south of our viewing area, so that will keep more in the way of scattered showers and thunderstorms down there. If you're headed to the beach this weekend, there will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms around the northern Gulf Coast. Showers and thunderstorms still likely for the Gulf Shores area Saturday before becoming more isolated on Sunday. That activity with the Gulf disturbance will be shifting from east to west with time. That's why by Sunday, the Florida Panhandle, especially over toward Fort Walton and Destin and Navarre and Panama City and Apalachicola, rain chances are shutting off by Sunday, becoming mostly sunny. You're going to have to worry about the rip current risk for the next few days, though, even as the rain chances calm down a little bit because of that onshore flow, keeping the choppy waters up, and there will be a significant rip current risk along the Gulf Coast, the entire northern Gulf Coast. Be sure to obey those beach flags that you see out there. And if the officials tell you to stay out of the water, you need to do so. That could save your life because of the high rip current risk. Gulf water temperature coming in into the upper 80s, right around 87 degrees. Forecast for tonight, we'll hold on to an isolated chance of thunderstorms, but not expecting widespread activity. But if you happen to get one, there could be some lightning, thunder, and locally heavy rainfall. Overnight lows into the mid-70s. Upper 80s and lower 90s for our Friday, with a decent chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. A little more numerous on Saturday here. This is the 7-day forecast specifically for southern middle Tennessee. Scattered showers and thunderstorms Sunday into Monday, and then things become more isolated the middle and latter part of next week and turning hot and humid with daytime highs up into the mid-90s. I'll show you the 7-day forecast for northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi, and it's more of the same, but a few degrees warmer here, especially by the middle of next week. In the Shoals, in Iuka, and Russellville, and Red Bay, and Moulton, getting daytime highs toward next Tuesday, next Wednesday, next Thursday, up into the upper 90s, not too far from 100. And those are not heat index values. Those are daytime, afternoon highs. And then your 7-day forecast for the Huntsville metro area, in addition to Athens, Decatur, Hartselle, and such, it's more of the same. Lower 90s here for the next few days. Decent chances of showers and thunderstorms scattered through Monday. Much more isolated going into the middle of next week as daytime highs climb into the mid to upper 90s. That's Look your latest 7-day forecast for the entire Tennessee Valley. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.